Hey, what's going on, Evan? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I understand that you were talking to Nikki about maybe us doing some SEO work for you, and I was tasked with doing this video analysis so you can kind of better understand exactly maybe how SEO works and what the potential is out there if we were to get started, and how what it would take for us to get you there. So without further ado, let me get ahead and started. So this is your website, looks like. Um, hey, this is actually a really cool image, and I really like how the splash page here has that has the videos and stuff like that. Dominate, this is cool. Maybe I would recommend having a little bit more information right here instead of just dominate. But the other thing I can see is right here. Do you see it says home dash page? Google's going to have a hard time understanding exactly what your home page is, whether it's this one or this one, if you build it out that way. Instead, what we could do is change this instead of saying home page to be like front/front or something like that, or slash alpha lockers care or something a little bit so that the URL structure is a little bit better so that Google understands exactly a little bit better in terms of how your canonical looks like. It's basically your URL structure. Right here, so I really like your amount of content. A lot of people don't have a lot of content in their homepage, and I can see that you guys have spent some time to kind of talk about exactly what you guys do and things like that. So from what I understand, Evan, you guys have kind of three phases to Alpha Locker. The first being that you guys are apparel and brand kind of business, and would you want to build up the Alpha Locker brand. And so a lot of that branding is going to come from you being engaged in a lot of social things like Instagram, Facebook, and posting that and getting interactions and tractions that way. And that's really going to help your SEO as well. The second phase is your coaching aspect. So you guys will, I assume you guys coach people that are looking to improve their fitness and strength and things like that. And so you have the coaching aspect of it. And then the last portion of it, I understand, is you're looking to actually open up a gym in 2018. So, I'm not sure if that's 100% right. If I'm wrong, please correct me in this. But there's different things that we can do in terms of SEO for each of those phases, right? So we can do SEO for your once you launch your fitness gym here in Colorado Springs. We can also focus on building up your brand or your coaching part of it and do the SEO work for coaching, because we can help you rank for things like fitness trainer Colorado Springs, right? And then also building up the brand. Branding is a little bit different from SEO because that's more like user engagement and the social signals and things like that. And I'm doing Instagram, Facebook, and that kind of thing. So what I want to show you next here, I use a tool called Ahrefs, and it allows me to look at the metrics of a website to kind of see what's been working for you and what's not. So what I can see right off the bat is you have linked a Facebook profile to your account right here, and it looks like this is how many people are actually liked your page. The one thing I can see right now is that your website doesn't have any authority right now. From an SEO perspective, authority is actually a very important metric that we need to increase on your website in order for you to start ranking for all the different kind of key phrases we want to rank you for. And so right here, I can see that you don't have authority because you don't have any backlinks or referring domains pointing back to your website. Now, Evan, in case you didn't know, basically in the SEO world, backlinks are a very important aspect of your website ranking in Google's algorithm. A backlink is basically any website that goes out there and links back to your website by a hyperlink. So if there's a blog out there that's called thefitnessblog.com, and they make a new post and they say, hey, if you're looking for strength training or the best fitness trainers in Colorado Springs or Denver, or I'm not sure where you're located, click on this link. And then that would be www.alphalockersac.com. And if the person clicked on the link, it would take you back to your website. And so the fact that that blog has that link linking out to your website is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that to actually measure how authoritative your website is. So think of it kind of like a popularity contest. You want a lot of these websites out there that are relevant to your space reaching out and saying, hey, check out this website. Hey, here's a link to this website. Go check them out. That kind of thing, because it builds authority on your website and it builds popularity on your website. And these are things that are very good trust factors that Google use. And these are the kinds of websites that Google wants to rank, the ones that are authoritative, the ones that like to be talked about and referred to, and things like that. And so we definitely want to make sure that we increase the number of links that are pointing back to your website, and I can absolutely do that. So you can see right here, organic keywords, you're not currently ranking for any of the keywords, and the estimated traffic is obviously 0 because you're not showing up in Google for a lot of the phrases that you were looking to rank for. So nowadays, Evan, it's not just enough for you to build up a website. You need to make sure that the website is in front of people that are looking for the service that you provide. So it doesn't matter if your website's really nice looking and things like that. We have to make sure that all the back-end elements of the website is there so that Google can recognize it and then start sending the traffic to your website for you to start closing on leads, whether that's for selling your apparel and your brand, or whether it's for coaching, or whether to go check out your fitness or gym area once you get established and open up. So right here, what I did was I actually typed in Fitness Colorado Springs to the Keyword Explorer. This lets me look at some of the metrics of the keyword as well as some other similar keywords. So right now you can see how the phrase gyms in Colorado Springs, it actually gets 500 searches per estimated searches per month. And you can see how there's other phrases like that: Colorado Springs gyms Colorado Springs, gym Colorado Springs 150. So basically, when people go into Google, there's about 500 people per month searching the phrase gyms in Colorado Springs. Well, obviously it could be the same person searching it multiple times, but this actually tends to be less, so this is actually kind of accurate, and things like that. And what we want to do as your SEO person is make sure that your website, this website, Alpha Lockers AC, shows up at the #1 spot when people searches up phrases like gyms in Colorado Springs gym. Let's try fitness trainer Colorado Springs and see what we can pull up there. Now, as we're doing your SEO, the one thing that I do want to let you know that is there's a lot of businesses and things like that that expect us to do all the marketing and expect their business to just pop just from our efforts alone. That has happened in the past. Just by ranking at the top of Google, you're just going to get traffic. But we encourage the business owner themselves to do their own kinds of promotional things and marketing. So let's say that you pick up a client for fitness, as a personal trainer, right, in Colorado Springs. What you could do to increase user engagement, build up the brand, and kind of get people talking about your brand and your location, things like that, is maybe when you go onto Instagram, be like, hey, here's our new client. We're going to be training them on this and this. Let's see what we can do. And then maybe what might be really cool is if you take some before and after images and show them, and then maybe do like a testimonial page and just do like a nice article piece on it and saying, hey, we picked up Jim in October, and we've been working with him for the last 4 months, and here's what we did for him. We cleaned up his diet regimen. We made sure that he got on a lower rep, lower rep, higher weights because he wanted to build larger mass to his frame, blah, blah. And that way people can engage with it. People can share it with their other people that are into fitness, and then they can read more about you and look you up. And that's definitely an absolutely amazing way that you could build up their authority that way. A lot of business owners, I've noticed, tend to be a little bit lazy in terms of how to market it. They just want to put money in. They just want to kind of do their own thing and be perfectly fine. But I highly encourage you to, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, to kind of get engaged in these kinds of things, because at the end of the day, it's going to bring you more business. And these are the kinds of things that a lot of the traditional businesses aren't doing. So there's so many gyms out here in Colorado Springs. There's a lot of health nuts in Colorado Springs, I guess in Colorado in general, but there's just so many gyms out here, and there's so many like Lifetimes, 24, Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, and all kinds of things that you're going to be competing with, and you need to be able to stand out by doing the kinds of things that the other people aren't doing. Those people aren't going out there and doing the images and things like that I was talking about. They also don't have much SEO. Now, I know that there isn't much SEO work in the fitness space, because right here in this column, this keyword difficulty is on a scale of 0 to 100. 100 being really hard to rank for, and organically, 0 being easy. So you can even see the phrase personal trainer Colorado Springs only has a keyword difficulty of 2, meaning that there's really no websites out there that are really optimized and search engine optimization friendly for these kinds of keywords, which means that people like us can go in and make sure that we can rank you for this kind of phrase at the top of Google. And so that's the kind of thing that we do. I hope you got some insight out of this. There's so much more that I could have talked about in terms of your actual website, in terms of other things that we could do for your off-page SEO, and as well as kind of what your goals and things like that are. But I think what we need to do is kind of engage in our conversation a little bit more, maybe sit down with Nikki again and just kind of talk about what your goals are, what your time frame is, what you're looking to do with your brand, your business, and your overall business, so that we can kind of align what our goals are and what we want to do for you, along with what you're looking to do with your business, right? So initially, I hope you just got some insight out of this. Let's just kind of get back on the phone or email, and we can just kind of talk more about what you're looking to do. And then this is actually pretty cool because we can get your SEO started so that by the time you you launch and you actually open up the store or the fitness portion of it, you're already going to have people that are already engaged and are looking forward to the opening day and things like that. So definitely a lot of work to be done, but a lot of potential out there. It's just a matter of getting the ball rolling, just asking you those questions and aligning our goals together. So I appreciate it again, Evan. Hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.